On KBLP for a special broadcast of Leopard football here. It is Meet the Leopards night here at Burford Field, and we'll talk a little more about what that entails here coming up in just a minute. Let me bring in my broadcast partner and color commentator for this season again, Glenn Shoemake. Glenn, good to have you back with us.
Hey, great to.
So we're excited about getting another season kicked off. We're especially excited to add live stream to our broadcast this year. So for those of you who are listening to us on KBLP FM 105, you can also pick us up on KBLP Live on YouTube. Get a live stream of what you're listening to, which is a little scary. I've always lived by the fact that nobody could see what I was talking about. Now everybody's going to see. I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. But we're excited to add live stream to our broadcasts this year. So we need to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors and those that have donated and helped out with that. And then along with that, before I go any further, we need to say a big thank you to Andrew Lyon, to J.D. Scruggs, and to our old friend Paige. Used to be Paige Finney when I worked with her. Yeah. It's not Paige Finney anymore. Yep. And did you bring the little one with you?
Oh, Coda is in the house.
Paige Sutherland is with us. She's also helping out. And so a big thank you to them for handling our audio and video for our broadcast this season. But Glenn, talk a little about what we're going to do tonight. This is kind of a Meet the Leopards, but we're going to talk about band, cheerleaders, football players. We'll meet each of them, and then we get to watch a little football.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see some of the people that are always part of the football festivities, and they don't get their due sometimes, and this is an awesome opportunity to highlight not only the football team on the field, but also the cheerleaders on the sidelines and the band, which is a huge part of a football game. If you ever went to a football game and there wasn't a band, it's just not the same. And so great chance for the band to come out and put on performance, and we get to meet each of those individuals as well. So it's going to be a great night. KBLP is serving hot dogs. Come on down. You still have time. And we'll have a little football after we meet the different groups, and then the band and the cheerleaders will perform at halftime, quote-unquote halftime. It's not really a halftime. And then they'll have some more football for about 20-25 minutes. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun night and great opportunity for the community to come out and celebrate these kids.
I agree. I think it's great to have this opportunity to, again, the kids get introduced. The band again performs not just in the stands at halftime. The cheerleaders are out there on the sidelines the whole time. They do their performances, but a lot of times you don't get to meet them individually. So, and I have to agree. I was a band nerd. I mean, the band I always felt like was as much a part of the football game as the football players sometimes.
But, I'm a sports nut, but I tell you what, every time Drumline comes on, I'm watching it.
I'm watching Drumline. So it's going to be exciting to get to meet these folks, get to hear from them well tonight, and then, of course, the football players. Exciting season. We got a brand-new head coach. And we'll talk more about a lot of the changes going on, but Sam Embry taking over for Coach Inman, who's moved into administration now, so we'll get to see his hand at being the head coach now instead of just being the coordinator. So it'll be exciting to see kind of what he's thrown into the mix.
Yeah, it was fun talking with him. We did a preseason interview, and Sam's really down to earth. He is really detail-oriented in everything he does. I sat in on a coaches meeting before we did the interview, and there's a lot behind the scenes, and his assistants get delegated a lot of stuff, and everything from uniforms. They were fussing over uniforms all the way to play call sheets and things of that nature. So there's a lot that goes into a football game behind the scenes, and Sam's been on top of all of that. And being a former coordinator here, and also being at Lindsay in the coaching capacity, we mentioned in the interview that he is well aware of the tradition and everything that goes in and everything that Leopard football means.
Absolutely. And again, the tradition in this town in football is I'll put it up against anybody. So I don't have a problem having that to look forward to and to see how he can continue to build on that tradition. He's been here long enough; he understands.
Yeah. And he, we talked last year about the schedule a little bit was such a buzzsaw. This year there's still some buzzsaws, but their district is a little easier. There's a couple in there that you definitely expect to win. Last year, I tell you, you go down through that schedule and it was night in and night out. Even in the off season, or not the off season, but the pre-district games were some tough games, and we still have those. But we're excited to see what this team's going to bring, and they've got a lot of new wrinkles that Sam has thrown in there. In fact, we're not going to live stream the scrimmage because they want to do some stuff that they really don't want people to be able to go to YouTube and see it.
Exactly.
They don't mind, once you get into the season, and of course scrimmages. Those are going to be things where coaches will switch films when we go scrimmage Sulphur, but that's something that they're playing real close to the vest. Some of the changes they're going to make.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's again, the district looks a little different. And again, with our new setup, this was a good test for us. We may have some bumps in the road tonight with the audio. I've already heard we may have a little bit of an audio problem going on right now. Andrew and JD and Paige are over here working on the audio and the video, and we'll get some commercial breaks in here, talk about our sponsors here in just a moment. But we're going to do our run here tonight. We're going to travel down to Sulphur next week for the scrimmage that's going on down there. Get another chance to see the Leopards, number one, but again, give us a chance to kind of work on this new technology of putting a live stream in with our broadcast and kind of get things honed in before we hit that first game of the season and head out on the road in the real thing. But we'll talk about that more coming up. We're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to see how Andrew handles going to a commercial break. But we want to say a big thank you, first of all, to all of our sponsors who are joining us this season for Lindsay Leopard football, and that'll include the American Exchange Bank, Calvary Baptist Church, the City of Lindsay, Clements Insurance, Design It, Aaron Springs Baptist Church, the First National Bank in Lindsay, Hassler Hot Oil Service, Jake's Shortstop, Jerry Tucker Roustabout Rentals, Legacy Roofing, the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, Lindsay Vision Center, Physical Therapy Central, Rural Electric Cooperative, Ron and Janet Janisek, Rusty's Dispensary, S&J Tank, Shopper News Note, Sooner Valve Repair, South Central Medical Center, and United Methodist Church. We need to say a big thank you to those folks for sponsoring a Leopard football here on KBLP. And we're going to take a break, hear some words from those folks, and we'll be back to Burford Field and more of Meet the Leopards coming up right after this on KBLP.
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
That's not good.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans.
Welcome back to Burford Field. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake here as we get set for Meet the Leopards night. And, of course, Andrew Lyon, J.D. Scruggs, Paige Sutherland up here with us as well as we get set for a night where we get to meet the band. We get to meet the cheerleaders. And, of course, we get to meet the Leopard football team as well and get to watch some scrimmage a little bit. So we'll talk a little football coming up here in just a little bit. Glenn, we kind of alluded to the schedule coming up and who we've got coming up. We talked about going to Sulphur next week for the scrimmage there, but then we get the home opener here against Pauls Valley, the Battle of Highway 19.
Yes.
And see how that goes. And this schedule, you get Pauls Valley at home, and then you have Dibble at home. We were actually talking coming in about homecoming is going to be actually against Dibble there in week 2. Well, I'll be week 1, but second game of the season. So that'll be a little bit different. Kind of get it out of the way. I really think the coaches probably don't mind that, getting it over with early.
Yeah, it's you just don't want that distraction sometimes, and so it's always good to have it in a non-district game, and to get it over with early, get those festivities. It's always a great night and a fun night for everybody involved. But yeah, as a coach, you like to get homecoming done and over with.
Get it done.
Yeah.
They go down to Atoka. That'll be a long drive. Play at Comanche. Again, Atoka I know a lot about, but we know Comanche's always played the Leopard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get to come back home and take on the Purcell Dragons, which if you're going to have to play Purcell, play them here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to play them over there.
Yeah.
Then we get at Little Axe, which is, again, this new district. You get to play a couple of teams that we don't play very often. Been a long time since I think I've been to Little Axe to play, so we'll travel over there, come back home and play a buzzsaw of the Washington Warriors. They were the state final team last year.
Yep.
And I think they bring just about everybody back.
Yeah, led Marlowe all the way to the end and then lost it right at the end.
So we'll take Washington. CCS is at home, and then we finish out on the road. Go down to Frederick to the Bomber Bowl, and then wrap up in Oklahoma City at Crooked Oak, another team that I don't know it's the last time I was at Crooked Oak. So,
yeah.
But we're about ready to get started here as Michael Holden on the mic is announcing here. So we're going to see if we can get started here with the introductions. And we're going to talk about the band to start with, and we'll start with the 8th graders in the band. And we'll talk about Ryder Lowe, Jordan Beauchamp, Colton Butler, Megan Dutton, Hunter Frazee, Charlotte King, Wyatt Linton, Aubrey Marceau, Ava Murphy, Cadence Reed, Jamie Sanchez, and Jaden Tate, and that's your 8th graders in the band this year. Glenn, I'll give you the honor of the freshmen. How's that?
You bet. Freshman this year in the Leopard band is Harley Adams, Alana Ford, Cole Logston, Alondra Lopez, Kylan McCann, Jeran Mowdy, Corey Oldham, Charlie Rutherford, Brooklyn Webster, Christopher White.
I gave you the one with the tough name.
Yeah, I had a couple of it.
So let's talk about the sophomores and the pride of Lindsay for this year. And the sophomores are Paige Adams, Alvaro Aquino, Brian Auld, Sadie Bradley, Ashley Cantu, Zane Klein, Jacob Daniels, Matthew Dutton, Tessa Inman, Gabe McDonald, Dalton Parker, Brian Sanchez, and Kennedy Smith. And that's your sophomores in the Pride of Lindsay for this year.
The juniors this year are Madison Caldwell, Braylon Fowler, Sydney Brooks, Jaden James, Aaliyah Scruggs, and David Zazula. That is the juniors for the Pride of Lindsay.
And let's talk about your seniors this year in the Pride of Lindsay band, and that is Carlia Burton, Cambry Evans, Luke Knapp, Brooklyn Marceau, Mackenzie Marceau, my apologies, Nola Saley, Ryan Setters, and Emma Smith. That is your 2022-2023 Pride of Lindsay marching band. And they, I tell you, I've watched this band over the last 20 years that I've been doing this, and I've seen them go from a big band to a small band, and they are now continuing to grow, and they get better. I think every year I watch them, it's been, the program has really come back around, and every year I get excited to see what they come back out with, but they do a great job.
Yes, and they have expanded, and there are a lot more numbers that are coming out, and that's always exciting. The bigger the band, the bigger the show, and so they put on a great show, and they have a great sound, and we are excited to be able to bring those band members to you.
Let's talk about the cheerleaders for your 2022-2023 varsity cheer. I think this is your sideline and probably your competition cheer as well. But your freshmen, Brecken Klein, Taylor Hill, Bailey Hines, Lainey Martin, and Brooklyn Webster.
The juniors are...
I did the freshmen.
Oh, you did the freshmen. Sophomores. Okay, I was working top down. Sorry. Sophomores, Baron Cruz and Hallie Harris, Tessa Inman, J.C. Martin, Faith Martinez, Victoria Martinez, Maddie Price, Cannon Russell, Hanley Taylor. That's your sophomore cheerleaders.
Junior cheerleaders for this year, Mary Ann Dudgeon, Kaylee Henderson, Myra Hines, Kaylee Leclerc, and Carmen Nieves.
Your seniors this year are Cameron Bearden, Alexis Kerr, and Rayleigh Malacote. And that's your seniors will be giving a lot of leadership to this year's squad.
Cameron down there on crutches. I think she had surgery on a knee, if I remember right.
Yeah, ACL and meniscus, and they're hoping she gets back for track. They said 6 months, so maybe the end of basketball. Of course, she participates in all the sports, fast pitch, basketball, track, record holder in track
meet this last year. So
yeah,
she has definitely got the speed. So yeah, I hope we get her back. But I actually saw her do 3 cartwheels with her crutches down there a while ago. So
maybe she's
talented. I'm telling you.
Hopefully her doctor doesn't see that.
so that is again your 2022-2023 cheerleaders as they do their cheer there on the sideline now. I've seen some of the videos of them in some of their competitions and camps that they went to this summer and came back with some big awards. I know they had a really good summer to get ready for this season. So, again, excited to see the Leopard cheerleaders for this season as well.
Yeah, and that's another group that in recent history has had a lot of numbers. So
absolutely.
They've got 17 members counting Cameron and 16 active members right now. And so it's fun to watch those. I remember a time when we didn't have that many cheerleaders on the sidelines, and just makes for a better experience.
Well, this will be interesting how we get through this, but we're going to try. We're going to introduce the freshmen for the Lindsay Leopard football team first. And we'll go down through here, and I'll just pick out the freshmen as we go through. Number 19 is Tug Fott. Number 23 is Manuel Aguero. Number 32 is Dutton Taylor. Number 33 is Haver Chavera. Number 35, Madrick Dodson. Number 44 is Memphis Smith. 48, Lucky Booth. Number 50 is Wyatt Garvin. Number 52 is Hunter Russell. Number 53 is Keegan Gibson. 54, Gustavo Torres. And number 70, Caven Hunter. Number 74 is Landon Dutton. 75, Maxon Simonton. I think I know that kid. 77, Dennis DeGeering. And number 80, Armando Hernandez. Those are your freshmen for the Lindsay Leopard football team. You want to take the sophomores?
The sophomores, number 14, Caden Klingman. Number 24, Melvin McDonald. Number 55, Gambit White. Number 56, Landon Poole. Number 58, Hannibal Hines. Number 61, Blake Cummins. And number 72, DJ White. Number 73, Jace McCoy. Not JC, Jace, pardon me. Jace McCoy. Number 76, Cameron King. Number 82, Jesse Hines. And number 88, Brian Ald.
And now let's meet your juniors for this Lindsay Leopard squad, and some names we'll probably start to recognize from last year as sophomores. And right off the bat, we see number 1, Brody Ramming. We'll hear him a lot at quarterback this year. Number 3, Wyatt April. Number 5 is Tanner Curry. Number 7 is Dalton Parker. Number 8, Jacob Vaughn. Number 9 is Kaysen Work. Number 10 is Ryan Horton. Number 11, Parker Dodson. Number 22 is Ryder Trammell. Number 26 is Price Stubblefield. Number 28, Shane Jones. Number 34, Priest Williams. Number 45 is Race Turner. Number 51 is Cotton Brown. Number 59, Aiden Ramage. Number 60 is Aaron Rivera. 62, Levi Smith. Number 65 is Ethan Childers. Number 71 is Aiden Scruggs. And number 79, Tristan Manning. That rounds out your juniors on this Lindsay Leopard squad.
The seniors for this year, and again, you're going to remember a lot of these guys from last year. Number 2, Ty Ferguson. Number 6, Austin Hines. Number 12, Ethan Jones. Number 15, Jackson Dodd. Number 20, Andon Register. Number 21, Bentley Kessler. Number 25, Seth Padilla. Number 57, Owen Simonton. And number 63, Tommy Cunningham. And number 64, Bo Blankenship. And number 66, Colton Hines. And that's your senior class for this year's team.
And I think you'll probably see just about every one of those seniors as starters. If as you read through those names, and I go back to think, but I think probably those guys bring a lot of leadership back, a lot of experience back. You lost some good kids from last year. There's some kids that have moved away. You get some kids that move in, but there's some guys. There's a lot of guys there that we watched do some great things last season, and some young kids moving up is going to really fill some holes.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that Sam mentioned was the leadership of that junior and senior class. Both of those classes have really picked up on everything so fast and have just can't get enough of it. And that's one of the things that really makes him excited about this year's team. And some of those younger guys he's got, he mentioned that some of those sophomores are going to have an opportunity to play as well. And so it's not just the junior and senior class. Some of those sophomores are going to be pushing, and it's always a better situation when you've got that kind of depth that he's got on this team. So you're going to have to go out and work for your position, and that always makes your team better.
Let's talk about the coaching staff. We mentioned brand new head coach this season, Sam Hembry. He is not new to the system, but was an assistant last year, and Sam Hembry takes over as the head coach this year. He's assisted by Stephen Merrill, Joe Foster, Jacob Offalter, Caleb Hall, Will Kaufman, and Tom Inman. The managers for this season, Madison Stennett, J.C. McReynolds, Allie Ferguson, Addison Rice, Sydney Richardson, and Savannah Slater. And I'm trying to decide if Coda Yandel, Jacob Yeager, and Jacob Hines, along with Cale Hines and Henry Simonton, may be our filmers for this year.
Yep.
Can't decide if those last three guys belong with the managers or the filmers.
Yeah, they're kind of stuck in between there.
But
I think they're managers.
I would say you're probably right. Cody Yandel, Jacob Yeager, Jacob Hines also in there for the managers for this Leopard team. And, hey, again, let's talk about the managers first. Those kids work hard, practice games. They're out there taking care of those. They're just as important as any player on the field out there.
Absolutely, and keep the kids hydrated, always have everything ready, have the equipment where it's supposed to be, and setting up for games, putting the uniforms out. When you go on the road, they're the people that are loading the equipment and making sure we've got all the footballs and everybody's got their helmet and their uniforms. And so it's a situation that without them, a lot of stuff would be burdened on other people. And so it's great that they have those managers and they've got the numbers of managers to make a successful year.
And again, the filmers, Cale Hines, Henry Simonton. I feel for those guys. There's a lot of times that we get to go to those games where, we get to sit in the press box where it's nice and warm, or it's nice and not windy and raining and cold, and they're stuck up on top of a press box somewhere, trying to film these games so that these coaches can get a better look at what's going on and what they need to do to improve the game. So again, the hats off to those guys for the hard work they do in getting the here, and again, the band, the cheerleaders, the football team, we've met them all, and I guess now it's time to get down to business.
Yeah.
We'll talk a little real football here.
Yeah.
So the guys are going to do a little warm-up here. While they do, we're going to take a break and hear some words from our sponsors. So stick around. We'll be back with more of Meet the Leopards and talk a little football and watch a little football action coming up right after this timeout. Listening to Leopard Football right here on your sports leader in South Central Oklahoma, FM 105 KBLP.
The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a fourth generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go Lindsay! Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you by Jerry Tucker Roustabout, providing all of your general oil field maintenance needs, including roustabout services, swabbing, crane services, rock hauling, and dirt work. Good luck, Leopards, from Jerry Tucker Roustabout.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
This broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central.
Welcome back to Burford Field. Greg Peary and Glenn Shoemake here as we get set to watch a little scrimmage inter-squad going on here. The guys warming up right now for it, so we don't have much activity going on here. And we won't be able to show you the actual scrimmage live. Hey, we got to protect some of the stuff around here. I mean, we can't show all the competition what our guys have got.
Absolutely, because this is going out on YouTube where
right.
anybody from Washington or Sulphur or Pauls Valley can see this stuff, and it's not something that you want with a new coaching staff, a new offensive coordinator and everything, new defensive coordinator coming in. They're wanting to work on some of that stuff in a live situation in front of a crowd, and so they ask graciously if we would not video that where it would be out on YouTube, but absolutely announce it and explain the action. They were fine with that. So,
well, let's talk a little. You mentioned the coaches. We've met all the players and named the coaches, but again, Sam Embry taking over at the head coaching spot. We've kind of talked about him a little bit, his deal, but it's some different positions and different coaches coming up. Stephen Merrill, you mentioned Joe Foster's taking over as the offensive coordinator. Jacob Offalter is taking over as the defensive coordinator. Of course, Caleb and Tom Emmon have been around with these guys for a long time. Caleb Hall and Tom Emmon. Will Kaufman, new coming in. So you've met these guys and talked to them some. Kind of fill us in on maybe some of the philosophy, some of the insights you've got on the coaching staff.
Sure. One of the most important coaches there is Stephen Merrill. Stephen runs all of our strength and conditioning. He's kind of like the Smitty of Lindsay. And was talking with J.D. Scruggs before, and they had a dad's night, and they got to come and spot their sons as they went through a lifting regime, and it was really amazing to see what these kids could do in a weight room, and that is all Coach Merrill. And back in the day, weights were important, but it's a science now, and he has these guys ready. They are squatting and bench pressing, you and me together. So it's impressive what these guys can do in the weight room. Joe Foster, offense coordinator, comes from a coaching family. If you're from Lindsay, you know the Fosters. Granddad SJ was a big-time coach around here, and he was the offense coordinator. Joe is a whole lot different than SJ. SJ was 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Joe really has a lot of different things to throw, and that's one of the reasons they didn't want to show. They'll get under center a lot this year. They'll power you. They'll run a spread offense set, and they'll mix it up. They'll go hurry up when they want to go hurry up, and that is all Coach Foster, and it's going to be different this year. it's going to be a lot for other teams to prepare for. I know as a former coach, you watch what guys run and you try and get ready for some of the stuff that they do. And in football, it's the same way. You're going to have to prepare for a power game. You're going to also have to prepare for a spread game. And so it's going to be fun this year to watch the offense, and I think it's going to be just as productive, if not more productive, than it has been in the past. Jacob Offholter, the defense coordinator, we were fortunate to get him from Plainview. I was mentioning off the air, if you draw a picture of a guy you want to be your defensive coordinator, it's Jacob Offholter. Bald head, beard, just ready to go at it. Just loud, really intense personality, and they're on the defensive side too. They're going to have a new look. Sam was the defensive coordinator last year. They did a good job of adjusting and making adjustments and things, and so that's going to be a real asset to Coach Offholter too, is when you've got a defensive-minded head coach, you can really pick his brain some, and so that ought to be fun. Caleb Hall and Will Kaufman, defensive backs, wide receivers. Will Kaufman from Marlowe, first-year coach, so exciting to see him. It looks like, and Tom Inman, just been around forever. As Sam said, he really leans on a lot of wisdom from Tom.
Well, these guys have lined up. They're about ready to go to action here. So we'll talk a little bit about some of the things they do here. The Leopards have really gone to pretty much exclusively the spread here, and they do here in this first series. And I would probably venture a guess one team's got the target jerseys on, the other one doesn't. I don't know how much the numbers really line up here, but I figure you probably split some of your starters on both sides of the ball. Mm-hmm. But I know when you talked with Coach Embry in the preview interview that you had with him, preseason interview, that you've got Jacob Hines and Brody Ramming that you could probably put either one in at quarterback with your varsity line and skill players, and you really wouldn't notice a lot of difference either way. Both very talented quarterbacks. Yeah,
first two plays have been running plays. They're out of the shotgun with Jacob Vaughn as the one back, kind of in a pistol set. And Jacob, wow, that's about all you can say about last year as a sophomore. He was a wrecking ball, I tell you what.
You got Ty Ferguson running that slot in there too. He'll line up slot left or slot right with the wide outs. Now you've got three left, one right. Move Vaughn over to the right of Hines. And this time Hines with the play action, going to keeping himself around that right side. Good defensive play that time as they stop Hines as he tries to. Actually, that's Ramming back there. Looks like number one.
Yeah, Brody Ramming running quarterback.
So it's again, some of these guys we can get their numbers for. The opposite side on the defense, they've got the target jerseys on.
Yeah, we can't tell who's on that. That looked like Jackson Dodd that came up and made that from the cornerback position. Came up and made that tackle as Brody went around to the right side.
Ramming again works from the shotgun, rolls to his right. It's got Hines blocking for him, or Jacob Vaughn, excuse me. Now it goes downfield. Mm-hmm. That one almost a dead duck in the air there. Kind of got that one caught up in the wind and falls incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage back there. They had four guys covering two, so defense definitely reading the plays really well.
So I'm just going to make up a number here. It's third down and
and eight.
There you go.
We go
third and 8. Mm-hmm. But
I don't think they're even keeping the downs. I think they're just running different plays.
Just running plays. I agree.
Running 10 plays or whatever and switch.
I tried to run it with 12 on the field that time. Had a player come off late, but they'll go back with the trips left. Vaughn.
Oh.
Who that was in the backfield that time, but he actually blew that up. He was tackling Ramming just about the time Vaughn wanted to take the handoff.
Yeah, that was a great defensive play. I wish we could see the numbers of the defense so we could give that young man credit. No, I can't
really see.
Yeah, I thought I could see through that, but I can't. 56 maybe.
That's Landon Poole.
Yeah, I don't know. Huh? Those numbers weren't right anyway. Oh, they weren't? Oh, no.
Yeah. So Raming's flushed out of the pocket, keeps himself, and they'll blow it dead before he gets down the field. But, again, a great defensive play that time as he had no choice but to tuck that one and run. So that may be all for this first set of downs. We may have a quick water break here. But, again, the Leopards, first series come out looking like pretty much what we've seen with them all year as far as for the last few years with that spread. And, again, go to your bread and butter, what you've done all year, but I'm kind of excited to see what Joe Foster comes up with for this season. And then, again, you're not going to give away everything here early. With the Leopards will travel down to Sulphur next week and get your scrimmage down there. And, again, you probably won't see them throw a whole lot out there that'll give away your hand of what you got.
Yeah, they'll be very vanilla in the scrimmage. You'll keep a lot of stuff close to the vest, and so it's a great opportunity for them to work on it here in a inter-squad situation. But, yeah, those scrimmages are always pretty close to the vest. When both teams are filming, you're going to be exchanging film. I promise you Pauls Valley will have that film the next day, as Lindsay will have Pauls Valley's film,
right.
Whoever they scrimmage the next day too. So you don't want to show a whole lot when you're in that situation.
So it looks like we may bring the freshman to run a little offense here, maybe against the starting defense for this Leopard team. The freshmen out there with their black jerseys on, kind of easy to denote them out there on the field, but to give them a chance to get some work in here tonight too. And of course, it's important. That's the future of your Leopard ball club there. So you got to get them in there, give them a chance to work. And a lot of times, a freshman team, they, depending on your numbers, you may not have enough freshmen in one class to be able to really do a whole lot, and you end up playing against 8th graders, 7th graders. You don't often get to play against guys that maybe, or at least practice against guys that are as big as you. Mm-hmm. So this is a good opportunity for them.
Yeah, and they're excited about that freshman bunch. They were 8th graders last year. Had an
Well, and again, you talk about Washington, and we'll have to play them. What's that, week 8 or something like that? That we'll play. They'll be in our district, and again, state finalist team, bring a lot of those guys back. But Washington, when you talk tradition and what they've been able to accomplish over there, I don't know how far back. I've been covering ball games for 20 years for Leopards, and every year, it was year after year. They just have a program over there that starts in their little league team and goes all the way up. Mm-hmm. Here we've got a freshman high snap, and that is number 15, which may just be a practice jersey. But again, he darts around that right.
I promise you that's not Jackson Dodd.
Yeah.
So he's not a freshman. He's a junior.
But again, high snap, but he was able to actually get some good positive yardage around that right side. Mm-hmm. They'll line up.
Yeah, he got almost 10 right there.
So they'll go back lineup, looks like, with a one-back set.
Yeah, they're running a spread kind of offense too.
Slot, like a tight end right. Twins left, single right, shotgun formation, right up the middle on the handoff, and again, nice move up the middle as they blow it dead as he gets 6 or 8 on that one. But again, nice hole right up on the left side of that line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good job. That line really made a good hole right there for him, and he picked up about 5 or 6.
Again, this freshman out here. Greg Perry, Glenn Shoemaker here, by the way. I know you're not seeing what we're describing to you at the request of the Leopard coaching staff, but we're going to talk a little bit about this scrimmage as we, again, are working on our live stream broadcasts for this season. And Andrew Lyon, J.D. Scruggs, Paige Sutherland helping us out with that. We appreciate that. And I look forward to getting into the new millennium, I guess is the way you would put it, and then into the live stream realm of things. So KBLP Live, if you want to look us up on Facebook and or on YouTube, you can find us either place under KBLP Live, and so check us out there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to watch Lindsay Leopard Sports.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Give us
a like and a subscribe.
I guess I need to get on. I need to get on with the social media verbiage, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get used to that. But we're excited to get to bring it to you. And again, we appreciate the behind the scenes it took, especially for Jason and Kevin at the station, getting all the equipment together and helping us do this. Again, they'll go back to the Twins either side. Another high snap. He pulls it down, gets the handoff, but not a lot of room around that left side. Took way too long to get that snap down after it goes that high in the air.
Yeah, and they didn't seal that left end, that left side very well. Defense really pursued well and caught him for a loss. Caught the running back for a loss. Yeah, that running back is wearing, I think, number 83. That's not your typical running back number. She's the lineman.
So, again, say thank you to our sponsors, by the way. We'll do that as we watch this next play here. Again, from the pistol formation. Another high snap.
Yeah, every one of them's been high.
They blow that one dead because it was not going to go anywhere. American Exchange Bank, Calvary Baptist Church, the City of Lindsay, Clements Insurance, Design It, Aaron Springs Baptist Church, First National Bank in Lindsay, Hassler Hot Oil Service, Jake Shortstop, Jerry Tucker, Roustabout Reynolds, sorry Jerry, Legacy Roofing, Lindsay Municipal Hospital, the Lindsay Vision Center, Physical Therapy Central, Rural Electric Cooperative, Ron and Janet Janisek, Rusty's Dispensary, S&J Tank, Shopper News Note, Center Valve Repair, South Central Medical and Resource Center, and the United Methodist Church. We're very thankful to have them sponsoring Leopard football here on KBLP this season, and make sure you let them know that you appreciate them as well as we go throughout the season this season.
Yeah, that was a pretty good run right there by the quarterback. Pulled it down, and it's fun to watch the line. I really get into watching the linemen and see how they're operating, and they're freshmen, and they pulled the left guard and the left tackle around for the run around the right side, and that left tackle run over the left guard. So,
get out of my way.
Yeah, you might need to change places on that. Whoa, another high
snap. Back to pass.
Throw it.
Now they'll just blow it dead. Again, nowhere to go there.
The
center maybe has a little too much adrenaline going right now. Yeah. All of his snaps have been going up almost over the head. You got to give it to the quarterback. He's pulled down every one of them, but it's been a struggle. So the freshmen look like they may be done with their offensive set, so we'll change that here again. So let's tell you what, let's take another break. We'll hear some more from our sponsors as we'll send it over to Andrew, and we'll be back with more coverage of the Meet the Leopards and a little inter-squad scrimmage going on right after this on KBLP.
Hey, it's Friday, game day for Mr. J. Good luck, Leopards.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay-owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 PSI, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
Contracts before this, guys.
Welcome back to Burford Field, and we actually have an expert broadcaster that has joined us here now. Actually, former head coach for the Lindsay Leopards, John Emmon, and Coach Emmon, former Coach Emmon, I guess we could say now. Glad to have you with us.
Well, it's good. It's good to be here. I don't know who you've been talking to about my expertise in broadcasting, but I can assure you, you are going to be disappointed.
Well, I get, first of all, and we're watching here and kind of describing some of the action going here, even though at Coach Embry's request, we are not carrying this live as far as the video goes. But so I guess first reactions are, this your first season to be sitting here to start a football season instead of being on the sidelines. How's that going? How's that feeling, I guess?
Well, up until tonight, it kind of just been, it's been obviously a little bit different. You get so used to the schedule of the summer, being a football coach, and the timeline and how everything comes through. And to be honest with you, the stress level for me this summer was down substantially over what it's been for the last 21 years. But at the same time, you get those feelings, and especially as you start to see these guys out here first day of pads, it really kind of brings it back for you a little bit. But I'm happy with what I'm doing right now. I'm happy for Coach Embry and all these coaches, and have high expectations for those guys. They're going to do a tremendous job with the football program. And as you can see right here, it looks like we're going to be pretty physical and aggressive defensively.
Well, and we've actually talked a little bit about you bring in Coach Joe Foster now as the offensive coordinator, as Coach Embry has moved up to head coach, and maybe Coach Embry's kind of giving him the green light, kind of do what you want. Maybe see a few things, wrinkles and things that we've not seen in Lindsay before.
Well, and actually, I turned the offense over to Joe last year, and
okay.
I was very careful about who we were able to hire and turning that over. But Coach Joe at Pauls Valley, he still knew all the signals, how we called everything, and of course he brought his ideas to the table and really was able to help us solve some issues that we had just with formations and how we call some things. With his expertise and what he brought from East Central. So obviously a very sharp guy, and now with another transition, maybe I held him back a little bit last year on some of the new implementation, but you're in the program and you kind of identify what your kids are good at and what fits your football team. And of course there's going to be changes year to year, but the structure of it seems to be, at least offensively, kind of the same as it's been. Defensively, though, they're completely new.
Well, and you mentioned as you sit down and put the headset on, you said we look like we've got probably our starting defense out there. So what do you think we're going to see different? You talked about the aggressiveness, probably number one.
Well, and it's not just my keen broadcasting eye that led me to believe that, but before I walked into the booth up here, I heard Coach Offhalter call out first D. So I knew what was coming.
There you go.
Probably shouldn't have told him myself there, but just team speed across the board. We're going to run well and kind of like we've been for the last few years. But a lot of these guys that are out here on the field right now started last year as sophomores or returning juniors. So we brought back, we knew we were going to bring back, obviously we lost a couple of really good football players up front last year and tough to replace. But when you're able to bring your core back, along with some kids like Shane Jones that just made a tackle there that wasn't able to be on the field full season last year. So when you start talking about what these guys can bring to the table and just knowing that these are still young kids and learning the game and learning it at the varsity level, so tremendously excited for what these guys can do.
And I just went blank on Glenn's name for a minute there. I can't believe I did that. Glenn talked with Coach Embry, had an interview with him a few days ago, and he talked about the two possibilities of quarterback. You got Brody Ramming and you've got Austin Hines that are coming back. Both of them good quarterbacks, and really you could probably put either one in at any given time and get the same production. Very good players. You've gone through seasons where you've had two quarterbacks that you can probably go in and out with. What are your thoughts about a two quarterback system, or is it really a good thing? Is it better to have one and use the other one only if the other guy gets hurt or needs a breather? What's your thoughts?
Well, the good thing about both of those kids that you just mentioned right there is they're smart football players. So either one of them can go on the field. They can run the offense. They know where the football needs to go. They're athletic. So the thing about it, of course, with Cash leaving and he had a certain skill set, and obviously could throw the ball around really, really well, and Brody and Austin have a very similar skill set. So whatever the case may be. I know Coach Embry has the utmost confidence in both of those guys. Whatever the situation in the scenario, both of those guys can go in and do an outstanding job. And there's so much, sometimes rightfully so, there's so much emphasis placed on that position, but more so than any other sport that you'll play, this is a team game. And you may have an all-state quarterback, but if you don't have the guys up front, to secure the pass rush, it's not going to be as productive. So either one of those guys are more than capable. They're very, very similar in their skill set. So, whoever is playing, or if it's a two-quarterback system, the expectations are going to be the same.
Well, we talked about some of the guys that were coming back as we introduced the juniors and the seniors, and you bring back some of those guys up front like Tommy Cunningham and Bo Blankenship and Ethan Childers and some of those guys that, I think that maybe does make a big difference when you get that much experience coming back on the guys up front that have to open those holes and protect that quarterback.
Right, absolutely, and again, just going back to that continuity, and we graduated some really good football players last year. I don't mean any of this to discredit what they did for us, but we brought most of our kids back. We had a small senior class last year, and so that in-game experience, there's nothing like it. And you see that a lot of times, when freshmen moving up and trying to get that first dose of varsity, there's just a different speed. There's a different a different tempo to the game. So that can catch you off guard if you're kind of used to, if you're not used to it. And you see that a lot of times with kids, and there's a growing a learning curve and growth that has to take place. But when you have those kids that have had that experience as sophomores, maybe even sometimes as freshmen, you start to really see the productivity of that in their junior and senior year.
Well, we're looking forward to this season. It's exciting. I know it's been different for you, and it'll be different for us sitting up here in the booth and not going, well, here's your head coach.
Well,
so
the thing is, I was just asking some of the fans in the stands. I'm not sure, as far as some of the etiquette, what's appropriate and at what point in time are you supposed to scream, run the ball, or about time he called it. I mean, I don't know. You guys might you've had a little bit more time kind of witnessing some of that, so any of the tips that you can give me along that way, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, well, we've got all kinds of pointers. I promise you, we've coached behind you for a long time, so we can hand some to it. But again, John, thank you for being with us and taking the time to talk to us. I know you didn't come up here to do that, but Kevin kind of said, "Hey, come do this."
Wrangled me in.
Yeah, there you go. But enjoy talking with you, and good luck to you. We've it's been a real pleasure to watch you coach on the side. Now in the administration here at Lindsay. As we go into more of the scrimmage, and we'll take another quick break, and we'll come back right after this. You're listening to Leopard Football on your sports leader, KBLP.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay. South Central Medical Center is a proud supporter of Lindsay Public Schools, and all of the staff and providers would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season. Go Leopards from everyone at South Central Medical Center. Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football is brought to you by the Lindsay United Methodist Church at 114 West Chickasaw Street. You're invited to come by this Sunday with Sunday school at 9:45 and weekly worship service beginning at 10:55. You can also tune in here for the live radio broadcast every Sunday morning at 11. Keep up with events and activities at lindsayumc.com. Here's to a blessed Leopard football season from everyone at the Lindsay United Methodist Church.
Welcome back to Burford Field here in Lindsay, Oklahoma, the campus of Lindsay High School. It is Meet the Leopards night here in Lindsay. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake here as we talk a little bit about the inter-squad scrimmage going on. We met the band, the cheerleaders earlier, and, of course, all the members of the football team. And right now the freshman defense on the field against some of the varsity players, and we talked about the freshmen looked so good on offense a while ago when they were on offense. This defense is looking pretty good. I tell you what, I'm learning to watch now is the coaches and how excited they get when a great play happens and how mad they get when it doesn't go right.
Yeah.
So, but it's a lot of fun watching these guys out here, and again, was a real joy to get to talk to Coach Inman just a minute ago. Is you get his insights into looking at these guys now from this side of it instead of from the other side, and standing on the sidelines. It's been fun watching him, but these guys, I think I'm excited about what the future holds here.
Yeah, those freshmen, they really rally to the ball and beat blocks, and they've, like I said before, they've got some size up front for freshmen. Usually they're not so big, but they've got some hosses. They've switched out on the line, and a couple of them went over to the sideline, but they got the future looks bright, like you said, for Lindsay football.
Well, Leopards have pretty much stayed with what we've seen them run. Now they run almost like a power I here. And again, that freshman defense, there was absolutely nowhere to go off of that set.
Yeah, that guy jumped on his back as soon as he got the ball.
He may have lost a couple of yards on that one, but it looks like that may wrap up the defensive series for this freshman team. I'm impressed with the freshmen for sure. They've done a good job here tonight. But it's been fun watching these guys, and I think it'll be a little more enlightening. We get to go down to Sulphur next week. Another scrimmage going on down there next Friday night. We'll travel down and bring you that game as well, or that scrimmage, I guess, here on KBLP. Again, remember, you can, if you're listening on the radio, you can also watch the live stream from KBLP now. KBLP Live. Find us on Facebook. Also find us on YouTube. Subscribe. Like and subscribe. I got to get it right. Yeah. Like and subscribe.
And
KBLP.
Share.
Yep.
You can share
that link and get as many of your friends we can out there. Let's get people watching this live stream as we have embarked on that new adventure for this year. We're excited for what we'll be able to bring you here on KBLP. And again, a big thank you to Andrew Lyons and J.D. Scruggs, Paige Sutherland, helping us out with that.
Yeah, and don't forget Brianna.
Oh, Brianna back at the studios. We haven't talked to Brianna all night, and I do have to remember she is a vital part of this team.
Yeah.
And
if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be on the air.
That's absolutely right. Brianna is a vital part. I've told Brianna that as long as I'm covering Lindsay football, she's going to have to cover the games at the station. I am not letting her leave.
Yeah, so, you know what we're going to miss the most about this new setup?
Dawson.
Yeah.
I tell you, Dawson is as much of this broadcast as about anybody. So, that's going to be a little different. But maybe every once in a while we can get a video of Dawson back at the station and put it on the live stream or something. You know, that would.
We'll see if we can get that splash screen taken care of.
But we're going to run the varsity offense back out there. They're actually going to flip ends of the field now and bring the offense back out on the field. We'll see another series with them. But again, we're watching just an inter-squad scrimmage here, and y'all are seeing just a splash screen if you're watching this on the YouTube Live right now. But there's a good scrimmage going on the field. I wish you could see it. But I mentioned, ask and ye shall receive. Yeah. Dawson is asleep in the chair as we speak down there at the station. So got a nice run around that right side that time. Some good moves out there by might have been Bentley Kessler.
Yeah, and they were up under center that time. We're starting to see some of those new formations that that Coach Foster's put in. So. Now, what was Brianna's niece's name?
Oh, I'm blank. Brianna will have to text it to me.
Yeah. We're not going to hear her say,
"You're on.
You guys are on."
They go back to pistol formation with twins to the left, and they run around that left side. Again, good defensive play there. Ty Ferguson on the carry. Tries to go around that left side. Not much room there. Ainsley. That's,
yeah.
Yeah, you guys are on.
She was the cutest thing.
Yeah.
We'll still reference Ainsley from time to time.
Yeah, instead,
give her some props.
Absolutely. And so instead of hearing that, we're going to see Andrew point at us and say, you're on.
Yeah, he just points.
He'll just point.
I don't know. Ainsley was much cuter, Andrew. No, sorry, guy.
Oh, nice move, Ferguson. Right up the middle that time, had a fantastic spin move, got out of the grasp of a couple of defenders and picked up about 4 yards on a play that probably should have been nothing that time. And we know the moves, Ty Ferguson, I know he's dealt with some injuries the last couple of seasons, but I tell you what, Ty is always exciting. He's small, but he is so quick and so strong for his size. He's exciting to watch back there at the running back spot. And it looks like they've actually got Austin Hines in there running the quarterback.
Right.
And that time, the snap low and off the knees of Hines, and they'll blow that one dead.
Yeah, Ty was really effective running the ball last year. His injury really gave way to Jacob Vaughn, and Ty was never really 100% throughout the season, but we had to pull it down. But Ty's very, very adept at running the ball, and whereas Jacob's really a power guy, Ty can stick his nose in there too, but he also kind of has that shiftiness, that, as Cale Gundy or Coach Gundy, Mike Gundy said, he's got a little wiggle to him. Got a little wiggle to him. So,
I think but you're right, and I still remember how we watched Jacob Vaughn there's no finesse about the way Jacob runs, but his speed is so deceptive, and when Jacob gets in the open, he'll just be gone.
Yeah,
and
there's a good option run, option where he pulled it, and Austin Hines actually runs for the touchdown right there. So
yeah, everybody tackled Vaughn, and Vaughn didn't have the ball.
Yeah,
yeah. But that's
it's one thing that Jacob does. He has really good eyes. He reads blocks and goes the right direction almost every time. So when he's got that ball, he's got that ability to cut off of blocks, and he has vision, and that's really important for a running back.
So
looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, do a huddle up here as we go for 2 on this one.
Yeah, they just started on the 20-yard line, and so they actually scored, and it looks like we're going to go for 2.
So they'll send the twins either side and go with a single back set with Hines from the pistol and Ferguson to his right. He'll roll to his right, and Ferguson did not get his man blocked, and therefore sacked in the backfield is Austin Hines. But
yeah, there was a couple of guys in there on him. They were trying to roll him out to the right. They had twins right, and one guy went deep and one guy cut under. And I think they were trying to let him read which guy was open and hit that guy. But defensive line did a really good job of getting in there on that.
So that'll end that series as well as they head to the sidelines to see if what Coach Embry calls for now for this next series. Again, the intention was to go probably about 25 or 30 minutes in this inter squad here, and I think they're probably starting to approach that, I would think.
Yeah, they've went over that, Greg.
So, hey, I was trying to be nice and say they might be approaching that.
I'm wondering if there's going to be a halftime. I'm wondering if they're just going to just run it all the scrimmage all at once and then let the cheerleaders and the band perform. Maybe.
There you go.
So.
Well, it looks like the freshman offense may be headed back out on the field. So we saw them earlier, and looks like they may be lining up against this varsity defense, maybe.
Yeah, they're going to put the ball on the 20 again and see if they can score right there. So hopefully they got some snaps in on the sidelines to
get those high snaps corrected there.
Yeah, that's tough on a quarterback when he's got to jump every time to catch the ball. He takes his eyes off the defense, and so then he's got to readjust and refocus back down after he gets the ball, and that makes it tough to run something effectively.
Well, again, make plans to be with us here next Friday night as we'll travel down to Sulphur and watch that scrimmage down there as well. I think that is also a 6:30 start time.
Yeah, and we will film that. That is something that will be live streamed on KBLP Live on the YouTube channel and on Facebook. The great thing about scrimmages is you really get to go up against people you haven't seen and knock heads with those guys instead of knocking heads with your own guys.
You always talk to those guys and we're glad to get to go hit somebody besides ourselves now for a change. But that's a nice run around that left side there from that freshman offense. Good blocking around that left side. Picked up lots of yardage around that left end.
Yeah. And they put him back at the 20. That's not
come on.
Yeah. What's the deal? Yeah, he picked up about 8 on that play. Maybe he got tagged back there. Maybe they're doing a touch on the quarterback. I don't know.
Well, they'll go slot right, twins right, single back from the pistol, one receiver left. Back to pass, rolls to his right, got away from the first defender, and a shoestring tackle there, and still picked up about 7 or 8 yards there.
Yeah. We don't have referees for this.
That's right.
I think I saw some holding.
What's that old saying? You can call holding on every single snap of the football if you wanted to. So.
Yeah, probably.
So we see. I'm assuming this is Coach Offalter over here in the black
shirt.
over there.
Yep.
He's pretty animated.
Yeah.
He gets proud of his defense when they do well.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a huge hole right up the middle, and that one may go almost all the way.
Yeah.
Stopped inside the 5 that time.
Now those are 10 yards. So stopped inside the 10.
Inside
Picked up
the 10.
about 12, and that freshman center is putting it up there. Oh, they put it on the 10. Yeah, he's like, no, we're not going back to that 20-yard line.
They'll stay with their.
Yeah, they've got armbands just like last year. Coach Foster running that stuff, so they're checking their armbands and set up.
This time it's a quarterback keeper around that right side, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, that was a nice play.
Nice run. Broke a couple tackles getting there around that right side.
Two-hand touch kind of out there on those guys. That's one thing you really, really hope that nobody gets hurt in a situation like this.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course, you can get hurt getting out of bed in the morning. You know, I've sprained my ankle getting out of bed.
But you're old, Glenn.
Yeah, I am. But, so far we've been – that's one of the reasons for the player's safety, you don't let them just square up and drive them in the ground.
Yeah.
You kind of institute some two-hand touch plays. Ooh, there's a caller.
But again, nice hole right up the middle.
Yeah.
That freshman line has really done well tonight.
Yep. Yeah, and that running back put it on the 10. It's like, I got them yards. I'm putting it on the 10.
I'm putting it on the 10. And maybe not, because now that'll be the end of that series.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they only threw one time that time, and it was complete. So
yeah, that's true. And would have been a touchdown if they hadn't blown it dead.
Yeah, it was a nice move by that wide receiver. spin move out there. What I don't play Xbox Madden, but my son could tell us what you hit to get that spin move on Madden. Andrew, you play? What do you hit?
I'm old, man.
Oh, no, JD, Kevin, no. Yeah. I'll have to check with Kevin or Tanner on that and see if we can get some insight. But
I'm not even sure I know how to hold a controller, let alone know what buttons to push.
Yeah.
So we'll do another series coming up here. Again, you're listening to Meet the Leopards and Scrimmage going on. Let's send it back over to Andrew. We'll have a quick timeout here, some words from our sponsors. We'll back with more live coverage of Lindsay Leopard football here on your sports leader, KBLP.
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans at Design It in Lindsay. The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
You're on, guys.
You guys are on. You gotta get it right. Yeah.
Welcome back to Murphy Field. Oh, what a blow up there that was.
That's been 3 straight blow-ups. They've tried to throw it out to the flats. They've tried to run it, and that first-team defense is just all over it.
Back here at Burford Field as we're watching the inter-squad scrimmage for the Lindsay Leopards and getting our first look at the 2022-2023 Lindsay Leopard football team. Met the band and cheerleaders earlier tonight. Got to see some performances by them. And now watch the inter-squad scrimmage here is, again, we kind of just give you a little taste. And there again, that one was blown up. That hurts. That was that one knocked Glenn out of his chair. That was painful.
Yeah, there was like 3 of them that just, hit him hard.
So, but again,
that's when you get up and you start getting into the lineman's face. Say,
somebody better block that guy next time.
Or those guys.
Yeah. But we're live streaming this as well. As you want to watch us on KBLP Live. Connect that one on a pass over the middle.
Yeah, that was a good play.
And KBLP Live on Facebook. Also on YouTube. So look us up on YouTube as well. KBLP Live. And you can like and subscribe there. Share that out. Get your friends, family, and everybody. Or you can watch what we're talking about as we live stream our broadcasts this season here on KBLP.
Yep, we'll go on the air about 15 minutes before kickoff for the pregame, and then we'll have the live stream of the game. So should be fun.
Depends on how long-winded Coach Embry gets in his coaches shows, whether we get on 15 minutes before or not.
That's true.
It was always how long are the coaching shows running, and we may get a 15-minute pregame, and we may get a 5-minute pregame.
That's true.
But no, we'll get on the air typically about 15 minutes before kickoff and get a chance to talk about the game and what we expect to see.
Yeah, it's always, as a coach, you're always excited to have the opportunity to talk about your players and give them props, and so I don't blame Coach Emery if he runs long, or Coach Emmon when he ran long last year, because those guys, they're out there in the trenches. They're making you look good. So yeah, it's fun to give them props and make sure you let them have all the accolades, because it's all about the kids.
Absolutely. Well, and I think Coach Emmon said it best a while ago. We talk about quarterbacks and how important the quarterback is to the team. But like he said, you may have an all-state quarterback. If he doesn't have a line in front of him that's blocking for him to give him a chance to do something, I don't care how good your quarterback is. It's all about the team. And when you want to talk about the team, coaches can be the greatest coaches in the world, but if you don't have good players, it don't matter. So,
But one of the popular saying in coaching, it's not about the X's and O's, it's about the Jimmies and Joes.
Yes, there you go.
You better have some guys that can execute what you need.
So these guys have always done a good job. And of course, I know they've been under, most of these guys have been under Coach Emmon for a while. And for years we've talked about how good Coach Emmon and his coaching staff was at being able to work with what you got, and that was exactly what he mentioned a while ago, is that you've got to have coaches that know what the abilities and the skills are of the kids that you've got under you, and be able to put them into position to be successful.
Yeah, and successful coaches will always have that. Unfortunately, there's some coaches out there, it's my way or the highway, and they try to mold a team into what they think. For a basketball coach, if you've got a short team that not very that maybe doesn't have a lot of height, maybe you better institute a little running game and not throw it into the post kind of situation. And same thing with football. If you've got smaller guys, maybe you got to run some spread and some quick hits and some counters and things to kind of keep where you don't have to really blow people out, but if you've got size, you can run power, and you just adjust each year based on what your talent level is and the skill set is of your players, both offensively and defensively.
Absolutely. And I think the fact that you can adopt and adapt to whatever that skill level is and make things work for what you've got, and it shows the skill and the smarts that your coaching staff has to be able to do that. And I've always been impressed with guys and I've watched them do it mid-season where the Leopards, who are always a spread offense game, and they always had 4 wideouts and a single back and spread, and then you lose a couple of wide receivers, and all of a sudden they came a 2 tight end, 2 back set with a split end, almost like an Oklahoma back in the day, almost running the wishbone again, and be successful with it because they knew how to adapt the offense based on what the kids that were on the field needed and could do. So it's impressive to watch, and so I think it'll be exciting this year to see what you've got some kids that moved up into some new positions. You've got some kids that have never played before, and some big shoes to fill, and some seniors that left last year. So it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, you got Ramming out there with Ferguson as the tailback, and it looks like you've got some freshmen there on the line.
Yeah, so, you've got the freshman defense out there, but a couple of freshmen over on the right side of that line.
Yeah.
And somebody different in there back as running back now.
Yeah, Ty came off.
And 72's running the ball. I'm not sure that that's really a running back number either. But, again, a nice hesitation move around there on that edge. Let the man go past and then cut back inside. And picked up a couple more yards down that far sideline.
Yeah, that was a good move by that running back. I wish we had the practice jersey numbers. Some of them are the same, some of them aren't.
Right.
But freshman defense kind of not looking so strong this rotation. But
they'll line up again with the slot right, twins left, single receiver right, pistol formation for ramming. Handoff right up the middle, and some tough running there. Got some good yards, though. Again, spinning out of a tackle there toward the end, and picks up some good yardage there. And moving back to the 20-yard line, though.
Yeah, it was tough running. The freshman line had their hands mitts on him, and he just kind of run through it there. So good job by that running back.
This time they'll go with the slot receiver left. 2 split wide left, 1 wide right. And back to that pistol formation for ramming. And again, handoff this time around the left side, cuts inside the block of the wide receiver and gets some more positive yards. Again, picked up nearly 10.
Yeah, and that was what we talked about, vision. That was a good job of him following that block, seeing that wide receiver blocking the cornerback to the outside, and he cut inside that block. So good vision on his part.
Again, you were watching or listening to us watch the inter-squad scrimmage for the Lindsay Leopards in their Meet the Leopard night and give us a chance to kind of get our first look at this Leopard team. And another hard run right up the middle that time by the varsity. Looks like probably second team offense if I was guessing.
Yeah, I don't know who that 77 freshman jersey is, but that guy pulled, and he got a really good block right there to open that hole up. It's fun to watch the line and watch who pulls and how they trap people. That was a trap play right there.
Again, they'll go twins either side. Again, the handoff. This time snapped it outside, cuts inside, another good block downfield, and again, nice move there at the end. A wide receiver blocking 15 yards downfield. That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's important. Did a good job. Let him get about 5 more yards.
Again, they'll bring it back to the 20, spotted again.
Yeah.
And that looks like is it, as they'll call all of the kids out onto the field. So this inter-squad scrimmage will come to an end here. But that means we'll wrap this one up and say thank you for being guinea pigs tonight. If you're out there listening to and watching our live broadcast, our live stream, and KBLP Live on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you did get a chance to catch the video feed earlier, make sure you tell your friends about it. Like us and subscribe to that feed. That way you'll know every time we're fixing to get ready to do a ball game and when we're going to go live. And then you can check out Lindsay Leopards Live right here on KBLP. Literally watch live streaming as we call the ball games for you this season. A big thank you again to Andrew Lyons, to J.D. Scruggs, and to Paige Sutherland for helping us with that video stream and the audio. Brianna Miller back at the studios, a great job. And Dawson slept through it. I'm not giving him any props. He slept through the whole broadcast. Dawson gets no kudos from me for tonight. But Glenn, enjoyed it very much and look forward to the season.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Really strong on both sides of the ball, and I think that always makes it fun when you can move the ball offensively, and also that defense looked a lot different tonight, and really a lot of speed and a lot of power and a lot of size. Coach Merrill's strength and conditioning has really got some guys that look massive out there. So Should be fun.
Should be fun. Again, we'll be back next Friday night down at Sulphur. Again, I believe that is a 6:30 start time. We'll be back on the air probably about 6:15. Get you ready for that one. Keep up with us on KBLP this week. We'll make sure you know all the final details on that, but that is the plan right now. So we'll do that. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors, American Exchange Bank, Calvary Baptist Church, the City of Lindsay, Clemens Insurance, Design It, Aaron Springs Baptist Church, the First National Bank in Lindsay, Hassler Hot Oil Service, Jake's Shortstop, Jerry Tucker Roustabouts Rentals, Legacy Roofing, Lindsay Municipal Hospital, Lindsay Vision Center, Physical Therapy Central, Rural Electric Cooperative, Ron and Janet Janisek, Rusty Suspensory, S&J Tank, Shopper News Note, Sooner Valve Repair, South Central Medical and Resource Center, and the United Methodist Church. Thank you, folks, for sponsoring Leopard football here on KBLP. For all of them and for all of us at KBLP, we say goodbye from Burford Field, and we'll be back next Friday down at Sulphur as we'll go down there for the final scrimmage before we get ready for the season opener coming up in 2 weeks. Until then, for Glenn, for Andrew, JD, for Paige, Brianna, and all of us at KBLP. I guess I'll mention Kevin and Jason too. My name's Greg Peary. We'll say goodnight. We'll see you next Friday night. Until we see you then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go Lindsay! Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you by Jerry Tucker Roustabout, providing all of your general oil field maintenance needs, including roustabout services, swabbing, crane services, rock hauling, and dirt work. Good luck, Leopards, from Jerry Tucker Roustabout.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.